Okay, so on the 351, I had a whole bunch of footage and I lost it. My hard drive went poo-poo on me and it's gone. So y'all didn't miss a whole lot. I'm just reassembling the heads, and I was lapping in these valves. I say lapping, I do it the lazy man way. I don't know, I'm sure there's hardcore guys that'll say, don't do it like this, it's not proper. But it works, and I know it works. I'm not building 1,000 horsepower. So you've got coarse and you got fine valve lapping compound, and I've just been using the fine because they're not bad. I had one or two that were super rusty, and I'll pop them pictures up somewhere. Look, I'm gonna try to do I'm gonna pop the picture up right here. It's gonna be a before picture, and then the next one I'm gonna pop it up, get a good look at it. All right, now I'm gonna pop up the new one here. See this one? This is after. And I'm gonna do these in stages. Here's another one, maybe, I don't know yet. And then maybe one more. Yeah, and you can see progressively how much better it gets as you go. As always, don't forget to put a little bit of oil, and I like the old driven stuff. Put a little bit on the valve stem, because if you don't put it on there, you're going to hear like a heavy breathing. And you're going to turn just a little bit, and there's going to be a Maxwell just sitting there. You didn't put no oil on that valve seal, boy! No, I'm just kidding. He wouldn't do that. Anyways, all right, so I just chuck up my old drill motor to it. And you don't need to get aggressive with this. You can hear it as it cleans and refinishes. Oh. All right, let's have a look at it. Way, as Billy Joe used to say, merch more better. Looking good. So I'm going to call that one good. That'll seal up nicely. And I think I actually only got one left to do, because I raced everything. That's all right. Oh, look at that beautiful valve. Cleaned up. Let's run the fine on it. And then we'll put these cylinder heads together. All right, now we just got to reinstall the springs and the retainers and all that jazz. Now this one's kind of got a weird setup. It's got, I had to look them up. They're called rotators. See how it spins on the exhaust valves. It says it's to keep it from, or the theory is to let the valve rotate to let it keep from carboning up at low speeds. My head's getting cut off from the camera. All right, and then we're just gonna give this thing a little anaconda squeeze. Oh, geez. Maybe anaconda squeeze it too much. And you put your locks in. Slide them in real gingerly like. Some people like put a little grease on them, and it helps them hold. Right here, pop them locks in, and then lightly let this out. Beautiful. I like to give them a little smack with the appropriate hamburger. Oh yeah, good to go. And then that's it. Then we're just gonna roll through these other ones. I'm gonna put you on fast forward because, you know, it ain't that interesting. So here we go. Huh? I like that, yeah. All right. I forgot, I've still got a broke bolt in the intake I got to get out. I'm going to text Jack, see if he's got a, yeah, one of them things. An ease out I can borrow? And then I think I'll be ready to pop these heads on. I'm gonna run a chaser through here real quick, and then I'll put them on put the heads, intake gasket. Sorry. Put the head. Hey man, I'm just gonna start over. Put the head on the block and then bolt it down, torque it. Click, 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 click. Yeah. And then I still got to get an intake. I don't have an intake for this thing. I think I'm going to use a 4-barrel carb intake. Eric said he's got one. I'm probably going to get one from him. Just a cast iron unit, because I just trying to put this back to, you know, original or whatever. It's not going to be high performance. So yeah, let me get this cleaned up and I'll move that direction. Boop. Alrighty, we got our dowels in. I lightly oiled the cylinders. And on these Fel-Pro gaskets on Fords, I don't know about other, but they say front. And basically it's blocking the 2 water passages here. So that's good. I got that broken bolt out of there. It whooped my butt, but I did get it. All right, then we will toss the old cylinder heads. Boy, this thing's heavy. This ain't no aluminum head, Bubba. All right, that's on there, looking good. I should have probably put the lifters in, but I can always put them in whenever. This ain't no LS, you know. You got plenty of room to do it. Then the other head, ooh. Boy, this thing's kind of heavy. All right. And then we'll put the bolts in, put a little oil on the bolts, and then torque them down. I like to just take me a little cap of oil. I'll put it right there. And then I'll just dip them as I go. Stick them in there and run them down. Some really good oil just for lubricating bolts. But you know, man, only the best. A little bit more oil. Driven, you know, of course, obviously. Probably not making the most pleasant of faces, but you know, it's kind of tough. All right. Now I can drop lifters and push rods in. All right, on my lifters, because they're flat tappet, I kept everything in order and I put on my box front, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's what I did to keep those in order. So I'm gonna stab the old lifters in. Probably wouldn't hurt to, you know, put a little bit of oil in the bore. Get the old bore nice and lubed up before I drop them in. I'm going to use some break-in oil in this when I go to start on it. I had some that had a little bit of, you know, a little bit of wear, but I mean, nothing out of the ordinary. I mean, I don't know. I know everybody's scared of flat tappet, but I've had decent luck out of them. And then I did the same with the push rods. Each one has its spot. A lot of people like to soak the lifters in oil, and I've done it, and I've done it both ways, and I've never had an issue one way or the other. I'm going to put a little dab of assembly lube on everything as well. Just, you can't get too much lubrication. Just a dab will do you. This is some good stuff now. She's sticky. Push rods, and I'm going to put some on the valve tips. I won't have no dry startup, you know. I mean, now legally we can toss our rocker arms on, and there's no adjustment to these. These are just pedestal mount, and you just snug them down. That's all there is to it. I'm going to torque them. I don't remember what the torque spec is. I'm going to say 24 or something like that. I'm going to guess. Right now I'm going to guess, and right before I torque them, I'll look up the spec. I know this thing ain't... It sounds like it's really hammering. I don't know what's going on. But I think I've proved that it won't torque much over like 30, 25. Let me check them. Let me torque them. Let me check the torque. You know, a quick check said 23. I'm going to go 25. Yeah, I see. Okay. Man, that thing had me tripping a little bit. I know it sounds aggressive, but it can't put nothing out. Well, it did pretty good on that one. Pretty close on that one. I'd say the max on that thing is 24. Beautiful. All right, we got a complete engine. Almost. We're almost there. I may have made a little mistake. This is a reverse rotation timing cover. I mean, it's reverse rotation truck, or it was. So I may have to source something different for that. I don't know yet. But I got to get an intake. I'm moving on. I may put out like a super short video. We'll see. Hey. Yeah. Peace be with you. Hey. All right, all these jobs are piling up, and I'm wearing different clothes. I'm on different days. This is actually Friday the 21st. I'm doing 3 different trucks at one time, and it's just it's catching up to me. Hey, we got it under control, God's on our side. Everything's going to be good. Everything's going to be fine. So I did get an intake for this. This is the 351 for the 86. I know y'all thought I've abandoned that truck, and I haven't. It's just, it's not a priority for some reason. I'm just all over the place. So I got a 4-barrel factory style intake. Because, I'm just trying to restore this one back to its former glory. These intake gaskets, I don't know if I've ever noticed this or not, but they say head side. Pop that on. We'll put us a bead of silicone. I don't know why I have these. These are ARPs. They may not stay with the engine, or they may stay with the engine. I don't know. I had them laying around. I primer grade this thing because it was bead blasted. Well, these cast units are some units, boy. They are heavy. I don't know what that is. That's weird. Does this fit? Because it's got the same thing in the back here. You know what? It looks good. We're going to throw caution to the wind here. As soon as I said that, this thing stopped up. Oh, silicone, man. You just can't trust it. All right, it's coming out now. It's got to be a chunk. What a beautiful wall until that happened. A beautiful China wall, as they call it. All right, now let's toss our intake on. Even though I'm not 100% sure this is the right one, ain't no guarantee with used parts. I don't know if you were still there or not. Just gonna get a dabble of the lube. This thing's gonna be ready for paint pretty soon. Did you see that? Anyhow, like I was saying, this rig is gonna be ready for paint pretty soon. Yep, that's way too short. That's really interesting. Oh, my old brain just did not think about what was going to happen right there. Alright, I'll come back and fix that later. Right now, I want to get my intake torqued, and so my silicone can set up. I'll deal with that in a little bit. I'm not real concerned about it. Not a big deal. Actually, I think you go here, 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 here. I may have done that one out a little bit out. All right, and then you come back here to the inside and crisscross it. I think these are supposed to be like 18 foot-pounds. I took a completely different pattern that time. I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'm doing the old swirly bird. I don't know what you call it. I never remember what you call it. This ain't the Ford pattern. It's gonna work though, trust me. Trust me, I'm a mechanic of sorts. Just gonna go across it one more time, just because I don't ever trust myself to do it right the first time. I need some valve covers, and this thing will be about ready for paint. You know what I'm saying? Now I don't know what I'm doing. I really don't. I'm just going all over the place. All right, beautiful. That's it. All right, these need a little work, but they're not covered in trash, and they'll keep the stuff out of the engine for now. Block this hole. Okay, and we should be pretty well sealed off at this point. I mean, water. So yeah, this is. I got some more stuff to get for this engine, and it's coming up on another video. This goes just real short. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to throw something out there. But the Recluse is coming along. I got a video coming out for the seat on it, so hang in there for that. The 82 is almost done. I got to get one more wheel now. I got new tires for it. The 82 is almost done. I've been saying that for like 15 videos, but it's close. And then 86, the Recluse is coming back in, and then I got to do some stuff with the green truck. I'm not sure what I'm going to do to the green truck yet. I thought about pulling the engine. I got a feeling the bearings are starting to get I don't know what's going on with it, but the bearings ain't great. It's losing oil pressure. And y'all can tell me, I've seen some vibration before where the vibration, I've never seen this. That was a lie. I have heard where vibration, just constant vibration, can beat the mains out of it. And I don't know. When I get the engine out, I'll see. But it's still got the crank pulley blowed off of it. And so that's where that's at. Green truck, crank pulley blowed off. We're close. Coming up next with the headlights. The 82's almost done. It'll be for sale soon. I'm almost done. 17th time. And then the 86. I'm not sure what direction we're going with this. We got an engine now. Almost. Still need some dress. Pop it in. You know, I got wheels and tires for it. I'm cleaning up the wheels and tires. So, yeah. Hang in there with me. More to come. I'm starting to get my groove back. I've just got a whole bunch going on. Appreciate y'all watching. Cold Extraction Depot. Peace be with you. Or maybe an over the top. I don't know.